I just hit my second month trading a funded 200K account at my Forex funds. You can see my first payout proof just 6 days ago for $6,000 via Bitcoin. This included my refund and bonuses. So the idea here on this account is to hit 2 to 3% profit consistently every single month. The majority of traders out there are shooting for too much profit, 10%, 20%. They're trying to get greedy, basically break the bank and show off. And this is not the approach that you should be doing. This is something that is going to eventually have you breaking the rules, losing your account, and restarting all over again. So this video series is about showing you something different, showing you how to retain and keep these accounts for a longer period. Now, it's possible that I may lose it. They might have losses, but that is something that I want to show you guys, because everybody out there, they hide. They hide from trading because they're ashamed, because they're embarrassed. And my channel, I have always shown you guys the reality behind stuff, even if it makes me look crappy. And that's something that I think should be shown in this industry. So in this video, I want to show you guys my approach to trading in my second month at my Forex funds, and how I was able to profit over 1% trading gold. And I want to show you my approach, candlestick formations. I want to send to you guys and give you 2 free indicators that I'm actually using on a daily basis to help improve your trading at prop firms and also passing these challenges. So let's get into the charts right now and show you what's up. So the month of April was pretty good for me. I had profit ranging from 3 to 5% across all of my accounts. I'm managing around $365,000, and it's all being copied directly from this account that you see right here from Carbon Capital FX. This is just a $10,000 account, but it's being copied to 6 to upwards of 7 accounts. And it's important that this account is healthy and managed really well, because if it's not, then my other accounts will, well, be in loss as well. So really good week and day and month. So 2% profit. My trades were in for about 5 days, the majority of them, and they finally matured today, closed out for profit, and looking at a 5% gain for the month of April. So my other accounts right here, $117,000, 4% gain there. My algo accounts, this is complete. Autopilot account, 3.3%. Autopilot account, 5.42%. And auto account, 5.21, 2.2. 1.57 and 5% is what I'm looking at for my main account over at Carbon Capital FX, the one that's $10,000. So you can see right here, my drawdown was only 2.16%, but the problem with my FX book, it doesn't always calculate the drawdown perfectly. So my drawdown was max about 3.5% for the month of April. And I was copying my trades to my Forex funds. And I'm copying my trades from this account at 50% less risk. So that 3.5% drawdown was actually only roughly about 1.7% drawdown. So really quite low drawdown to achieve a 4% gain at this point. So you guys saw from my payment proof that I withdrew $6,000 total. And so now I'm sitting on an additional $2,451. And hopefully I can withdraw this in the next 3 weeks. Below the description of this video, there's a download link where you can download 2 free indicators, the pivots indicator and the super trend. These are typically available in MetaTrader 4, but I converted them with my own money to MetaTrader 5 for my community. Now, if you want them in MetaTrader 4, tough shit, you're going to have to try to find it on your own because I'm not going to give it to you. So MetaTrader 5 is way better than MetaTrader 4. My Forex Funds allows MetaTrader 5 trading now, so get used to it. It's way better. All right, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is the pivots indicator. So this is an indicator that is probably one of the best I've ever used in my 18 years of trading, and I'm going to show you how to use it profitably right now. So daily, these 3 levels, 3 red levels and 3 green levels, and you can see these are the support levels for the day. They change on a daily basis, so it really gives you some good ability to adapt to the market. Okay, so the daily R1, daily S1, and the daily pivot are the most important levels. The price reacts to these levels, these 3 levels, the most on pretty much any pair, in particular gold. Okay, so we can't just use the support and resistance indicator that you see here. It's good on its own, but we need some extra confirmation. So you can see over here that I'm using the Comeback Kid Manager EA. This is a really cool auto trading tool. I use it on a daily basis for trading manually and auto trading. And you can see all the indicators that are included, the really good indicators, and the ones that I'm talking to you about and giving you away for free are already included in the software. All right, so I'm going to scroll back and show you guys, how I use the pivots indicator, because we need some further confirmation to give us a high win percentage trade. So what you're looking at right here is a bullish engulfing candle right around the daily support level. So the first daily support level here. So price moved down, it breached the daily support level, went back up, bullish engulfing, huge body candle around 200 and something pips here. Yeah, about 200 pips. And engulfed the previous candle and had a lot of momentum on the upside. So when you see a candle like that breached the daily S1 or daily R1 levels, then you have a really high win percentage trade. So in this case, it went about 200 something pips before it started to slow down. In this case, I would look for about 100 pips or so to the daily pivot level, and that would be a good start to passing your prop firm challenge. All right, so I've also included an ENG candles. This is not available to the public. This is unless you have the Comeback Kid Manager EA. So this shows you candlestick formations. So if you don't know what an inside candle or bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing candle looks like, this indicator can help you finding those. It even has its own filter. So what we're doing is we're trying to find these specific candlestick patterns around the daily S1 and daily R1 levels. So and also the pivot. So the pivot level you can see here, bullish engulfing, big wick on the candle, engulfed the previous candle, strong close above the daily pivot level. So this would be your entry candle right here at 1600 GMT. And you'd look for about 83 pips on that move, because you'd want to look for the next resistance point, which is the R1 right here. So then the next candle, it breached, price came back down, it gave us an inside candle, a bearish inside candle. So the body, the high and the low are inside the previous candle. That is an inside candle, and it's bearish. So the previous candle is bullish. This one is bearish. That is a good entry criteria, and it happened to be right at the daily R1 level. So our entry would be at 2200, and we'd look for at least 35 pips here. And if we wanted to stretch it a little bit more, we could look for about 127 pips in this case. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more candlestick formation, or a couple more, and so you get a better idea of how to utilize the pivots indicator with price action, with candlestick patterns. And in this case here, big move down, breached support level 1, support level 2 in this case, and then it gave us an inside candle right after that. So an inside candle is bullish, the previous candle is bearish, so this is what the criteria that we're looking for is inside, this candle's completely inside the previous candle, and it's bullish. So it closed above the daily S1. So when price moves down, breaches all these support and support levels, then pushes back up with an inside candle and closes above the S1 level, which is the most important level, right? And that is a really high win percentage trade, an opportunity. And you can see that it really moved. So there's sometimes we have failures, like losses happen in trading, right? And so I'm going to show you a failed opportunity here. And that's okay, because just, you got to get used to having some failures sometimes. Can't find something that's perfect all the time, but there are some patterns and combinations of patterns that you can use to better your chances at having a good win percentage. So right here you can see price breached up, hit the daily R1, gave us a bearish engulfing candle of the previous candle, and closed below the daily pivot as well. So it seems like this 1700 GMT candle would be a good entry for a continuation down. Didn't happen. It went back up. It kind of petered around a little bit and then jumped up to the next day R1 and gave us another rejection. And this one actually was really good. So price went up, rejected, came back down. So 1800 would have been a good entry candle, would have had roughly around 100 pips at least. And you can even see the previous candle. This was a bullish engulfing candle right up around the daily pivot level. So this would have been a good entry too at 1600 all the way to the first the resistance level for about 60 pips. So these are the candle formations that are really quite good and can give you some high winnage percentage trades. So you can see these candles here also showing you some good bullish engulfing. They're not quite around our daily important levels, so they're not quite as high in win percentage, but they're still pretty good at taking if you have with lower risk. So just in case things don't work out, and I'm going to show you guys a trade that didn't work out as planned for me. And I actually took the trade based on what I'm telling you about right now. But I took much lower risk on this trade right here. And this was a bullish engulfing candle, and with the potential to rise to the daily pivot level. Didn't work out, fell back down. So I re-entered using grid or using multi-order around the support and resistance levels based on what's happening with price. Also, the Comeback Kid Manager EA was helping me manage the position out into profit by entering around these support and resistance levels naturally, finding the best places for re-entry. And you can see here that I worked the trade out into profit, closing out all trades at this specific point in price by re-entering into the market and averaging into the position. Okay, so how do we work with this position or this type of trading is look for the best opportunities and capitalizing on those. And if you are, if it happens to go against you, you can also have the choice of using multi-order trading or gridding the position. So this is how I approach the market, and this is why I'm able to come out with really good results on my Forex funds. Okay, I utilize my trading in this way. I don't take a ton of risk on the first entries. Like you could potentially even passing challenges, but I did originally take higher risk on high win percentage trades, like I just showed you, to pass my first 30-day challenge and also the second challenge as well. You have to take a little bit of risk to come out with a reward in some cases, especially in the beginning. And now I'm just managing my account, looking for consistent conservative gains. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it was helpful. See you on the next one.